Alright. I'm gonna try and see how this is all looking. Alright. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do this as a test stream. If the stream is somehow running okay, then fine, I'll fucking do this. But I doubt it's gonna. I doubt it's gonna do anything for me. Seriously, fuck it. I just want to finish this. All right. Let me double check. This is probably running really horribly. Let me make sure. I don't care at this point anymore. And you want to know why? Because this game doesn't really. I don't want to be stuck playing this fucking game. I think it's a massive fucking disappointment compared to what is it? 3. And I need to get a move on. I can wait, Luna, what the fuck are you doing here? Lulu. It's a Lulu. It's a sweet Lulu bear. Angry bitch Luna. Oh, Noir, shut the fuck up. Noir's a bitch. Okay. Alright. I'm back. Let me do one last power up. Alright, here we go. This is it. Final mission. Let's finish this shit. Once again, if this stream shits itself, I can always do a redo final session. Yeah, I was just checking my stream. It looks like what's going on is that the frame rate is a bit choppy, but it's not like freezing all the fucking time. Oh, this guy's gonna be an asshole, ain't he? Fuck off! Good. Oh, excuse me? Is that it? Nice. Yeah, too bad, this is just a rematch, but with Nero. Thank God this asshole's fucking dead. I got tired of his shit. Hero lending. Wait. We're still going. Oh my God. Just fucking end already. Nice. Now can we get to the end? Oh, thank God.
Guess I should thank you. But that'd be out of character. Maybe you should just throw an insult my way instead. Yeah, that sounds better. Still, don't sweat it. I have my reasons for helping. Take care of yourself.
Oh, now my stream's stabilizing. Fine. Well,
You forgot this. Keep it. What? I thought this meant a lot to you. That's the only kind of gift worth giving. I want to entrust it to you, so I am. What you do from here is your call. Hey, Dante. Will we meet again?
that's his answer, huh? Just. Man, Kyrie was such a wasted character in the writing department.
I am still alive, right?
Yeah. We both are. Kitty, if I'm a demon and not a human anymore, is this what you want?
Miro, you're you. And it's you I want to be with. I don't know anyone who is as human as you are.
Oh my God, that's some cheesy fucking romantic dialogue, but you know what? It works. It works in this game.
Looks like they're determined to interrupt. Guess that kiss is gonna have to wait.
Yeah, I got a feeling guys do not like being interrupted when it comes to smooching. And same goes with the same goes with the old good old hoo-ah. Okay, so this decided to borrow from 3, huh? What? You're not gonna let me fucking finish? Oh, fuck you! That's bullshit, man. Yeah, you give me a timer and then what? Did I just not kill enemies? Is that why? Is that why I get the black fucking screen with credits? Well, fuck them. Oh, Kiria and Lady share the same voice? What the hell? Interesting. Yeah, Johnny on Bosch. He was fucking great in this. You know, that's one compliment about voice acting in this game. Like, Johnny on Bosch was, I mean, when I heard he was in it, or when I heard his voice in this, I'm like, oh, he's gonna be great in this. Like, Johnny on Bosch hardly disappoints. Well, except for Neon Genesis Evangelion, but that wasn't really his fault. That was just the voice directing all along. That was the voice directing alone, is what I meant to say. And they're just gonna stand and look at each other from a distance? Come on! Just realized my fucking... I just realized my desktop IO, but... Oh, now they, now you get to move on. Damn right I'm not some casual gamer. Oh, I'm done with this. You know what? The stream stabilized later, and... You know what? Let me double check. Let me double check something. I'm gonna double check the... playback... Shit. Okay. I just realized my fucking mic was off. This game was disappointing. Can I check my... Can I check my background thing here? Okay, give me a moment. Okay. So playback on this actually isn't like freeze. It's actually going steadily, but the downside is that the frame, like the way the movement is going is like really slow. Or getting is somewhat slow. So it's not like it's like 20 frames per second, 15 frames. It's not really like drop frames is what my thing is telling me. So yeah. Okay, before I go, let me do a tier rank for this. Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to get some coffee. Okay. Alright, so for gameplay, controls were fine, except whenever camera switches, it fucks with controls a bit. Not a fan of that. So, in terms of challenge, I'm marking down a couple points because, again, the stupid difficulty spikes. For something that was, for Nero's half being more beginner friendly. Gameplay. Yeah, I'm marking down a point because, again, it's just. Yeah, the gameplay was just. Fuck, I'm trying to remember what else there was. Might be the devil arm not being as fully. What do you call it? Some of the devil arm, like especially when fighting Sanctus, like trying to devil arm to grab shit, it was kind of a pain in the ass. So there's that. That and the some of the level design, especially with the fucking spikes at the mission 3 or mission 4, like the fucking spikes on the ceiling. Like if you fuck up on the devil arm, like grabbing shit, you have to fight monsters. Like, who the fuck programmed that shit? That was some horse shit right there, without a doubt. And as for programming, yeah, like this is definitely Nero's game, but when it comes to Dante, it's like, oh, you're just going back to where you started, like you backtracking. It's like, so Dante's half is just relegated to backtracking? Fuck that. So, yeah, 5 out of 10 for gameplay, which is sad to say because which is sad to say considering that 3's gameplay was fucking great. And as for visual, I think the art is good, the backdrops are good. The cinematics are a little. I mean, the cinematics are great, but there was like one or two that just had some weird fucking use of framing. Like, the opening had a weird transition effect, and then there was like one that was like a sudden jump cut. It was just oddly placed. Character designs are fine. I'd say Dante is the only one that seems a little. No, it's his chaps. What the fuck was that? And as for visual effects, they're solid. So 8 out of 10 for visual. And as for sound, 8 out of 10. It's solid sound design altogether. Now, when it comes to characters in this game, I'm going to give a pass on Nero's background. Simply because I can tell there is a bit of a family connection between Nero and Dante. I mean, why do you think they look similar to each other? Shit. Son of a bitch. And I did have a hunch that Nero was Virgil's kid, considering that he talked about power at one point, and also, I mean, especially when he was awakening his Devil Trigger, like his voice effect sounded similar to Virgil's. So, if Nero is Virgil's kid, if that is the case, I think that was a pretty safe bet. Considering the hair color is the same as Dante's. I mean, Virgil and Dante have the same hair color, so I mean, that's kind of where I'm drawing the line, because I mean, Dante clearly. Because Dante doesn't seem to be thinking, like, oh, did I get that chick pregnant or something? Like, he never had that suspicion. He just kept saying, hey, nice seeing you, kid. Or, he just kept calling him kid. So I figured, okay. And honestly, with Dante, I was getting kind of some uncle vibes out of him with this one, So maybe that's kind of what they're going for. But, okay, and Kyrie, yeah, I'll get to her in a moment. Returning characters, fine. I like seeing some returning characters. In terms of development of characters, let's face it, this game didn't really have the best development of characters this time around. Dante, I'm giving a pass considering he played like a supporting role or secondary role than Nero. But there's a lot of characters that are just a bit one note for me. Kyrie's one of them. God, like, she was sidelined heavily in this game. She was just a means to be rescued. She was a damsel in distress the whole fucking game. Just, no. And Sanctus was just a boring, like, uninteresting antagonist. And in terms of like the presence of characters, this is also something Devil May Cry 4 suffers with. Lady gets like what? One fucking cutscene. Trish gets a few. Kyrie again sidelined. The Order, I guess, had more presence than the heroes, I guess. Nero and Dante notwithstanding, but you get my point. And as far as like how they exit out this game, Nero, good exit. Kyrie, is she gonna appear in Devil May Cry 5? Because fuck if I know. If she does not reappear in Devil May Cry 5, then what was the point of her character in this game? I'm serious. You know what? Fuck it. I want to know. Does she make an appearance later in Devil May Cry? Excuse me. Kyrie makes only a vocal appearance in Devil May Cry 5, briefly speaking with Nero. What? Fuck out of here. Okay, screw Kyrie. She's easily the worst. She's easily the weakest written female character in the whole series. At least Lucia from Devil May Cry 2. I'll say one good fucking thing about that game now. At least Lucia had some agency in her character. She could fight. And she actually had a connection with Arius. In terms of, like, her existence. Kyrie is just a damsel in distress and is often fucking saved. Or, you know, let's just say the game revolves around her being fucking saved by Nero. And it's... Look, I didn't mind this with the early Mario games, but man, when Princess Peach had to be saved all the fucking time, it started getting tiring as the games went on. I love the Mario games, or I enjoy the hell out of Mario games, but that is the one running thing I never really was a big fan of. Just gonna say. So, and listen, there's nothing wrong with saving the girl. It's just that girl needs to be an interesting character along the way. I mean, for fuck's sake, Xenogears. I guess, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't played Xenogears, there is a female character named Ellie. She does end up getting saved at the end of the game. But my god, she was an interesting character throughout that entire game. And she only ends up having to be saved when you get further into Disc 2. Which is like at the halfway point of Disc 2. Or 60%, 70% point of Disc 2. It's not like, oh, here's something interesting about her. Oh, you gotta go save her and that's the game. No. The writing on that game did wonders for that character. And the main character as well. Because there is a bit of a point between those two characters. Play the game to find out. But, yeah, she ends up getting saved, but it's not like they did fuck all with her writing beforehand. They actually did much with her character before they went and had her in trouble. So, I'm fine with that. It's just, this game did not do much for Kyrie. I don't care for Kyrie in this game because we only get one scene with her and Dante, and then she gets caught, and then you gotta go save her. And that's the whole fucking role for her. So yeah, not a fan of that. And yeah. But as far as like exits in general, I think this game is a mixed bag on that. So 5 out of 10 for characters. Now, for story. Game starts out fine. In terms of complexity or simplicity, depending on what the intention was. This game knows what it is. But I'll shave a point off. The pace of this game, I feel like it just went on unnecessarily longer than it needed to be, and fuck, that end game was horseshit. All right. In terms of plausibility or suspension of disbelief, again, I think there's a few fumbles here and there. Shaving off a point for there. As far as how this game concludes, I'm actually going to give a point for Nero having a somewhat satisfactory conclusion. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Oh, wait, that would be for characters. So, fuck that. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go for 0 on conclusion because the end game was a fucking boss rush, and it felt like the game just wouldn't fucking end. And also, the ending I felt was just really typical. I felt the story was just rather weak in this one, if I'm going to be honest. And as for... Okay, I'll give him a point for directing. I'm definitely going to give most points for voice acting because the voice acting was actually really good. I really did not enjoy playing this one very much. So I'm actually going to go ahead and shave off points for some other things. I will give a point for replayability because of the other modes. As far as enjoyment, yeah, I'm shaving off points for enjoyment because I just wasn't enjoying this one very much. All right. So, with that out of the way, here comes the tier rank. I'm shooting a... Hold on. Is it? All right, hold on. Yep. 4, 5, 3. Okay, here we go. It is a B tier. Devil May Cry 4 is a B tier game for me, but it's like low on the B tier. Low. If this game had a lot more fucking flaws put into it, this would have been a C tier game possibly. But where do I rank this within the Devil May Cry ranking space? So 2 is still the worst that I've played, hands down. This is above that. This game is above that, but not by a slim margin. I do prefer Devil May Cry 1 and 3 above this. Devil May Cry 1, humble beginning, definitely had its flaws, but I enjoyed it. 3, course correction that was needed, and also it set a new standard in terms of the game's style, and I fucking love it for that. And 4 carried over with that crazy style, but it's just the writing was the weak spot. Are you leaving, Lulu? Just go. Go, bitch. Before you knock shit over. Go ahead. Go, go, go. No, War, you are a dickhead. You are a dickhead for blocking her. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Yeah, I know, Luna. Noir's being an asshole. He's up to his asshole tactics. It's bullshit. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit. But seriously, yeah, Devil May Cry 4. I think this was a disappointing game compared to 3. And I know I keep saying 3, 3, 3. You know, I like, compared to 3, compared to 3. Again, 3 set a standard for what Devil May Cry should be going forward. This is not a good improvement going forward from 3. And it's the Dante half that I think was the most disappointing part about this, because his half of the game is just relegated to backtracking to where you fucking started. Just, why? That's all I'm saying. All right. So, next time I play Devil May Cry. Oh, this is the one I've been the most curious about because of its reputation alone. And yes, I am talking about DMC Devil May Cry, the reboot of the series. I'm uninstalling Devil May Cry 4 because again, playback on this wasn't too bad, so I'm just gonna get rid of this now. I don't want to touch Devil May Cry 4 anymore at this time. I just want to move on and play something else. Okay. Devil May Cry, the reboot, is the next Devil May Cry game I'm playing. And I will start that tomorrow. And holy shit, last time I played this was back in April? Well, I test run it, but shit, my goatee's a little itchy, or my goatee's making my face itch a little bit. Yeah, test run this last year, and with the old rig I had, it worked. It actually ran just fine. Although it was at, what was it, 720p. So this game should run fine. But what about the game itself? Hoo boy. I think I'm in for a ride on this next one, the reboot. So, anyway, I actually need to go because it's actually 12:05. I actually need to head out and go to work. So, I will return to the series of Devil May Cry, starting with the reboot. I want to see what people were bitching about with this one. I want to see why it had such a reputation back then. You know what? I'm a bit of a completionist when it comes to playing franchises. The reboot is part of the series. It's technically not canon with the rest of the games, but again, it was a reboot. It was a reimagining. It was just a different take on the fucking series. It was a take that just did not pay off because there was no sequel made after this. So it was a one and done reboot. That's non-canon with the rest. But it was made after 4 and before 5. And I'd rather finish strong, considering that Devil May Cry 5 seems to have a very insanely positive, crazy reputation than the rest of the games. Although 3 has a great reputation for, again, setting the standard for later Devil May Cry games to follow. This one that I'm about to play next is the one with the most notorious reputation. But 5, I hear, has a crazy positive reputation. So I want to finish strong, not finish with a contentious entry. Because some people say the reboot's fun. It's just the story apparently wasn't great, or the character handling was shit. Well, I'm sure the character handling might have been shit if the feedback on Dante is to go by anything. But hey, I'm gonna find out for myself. I want to see what worked about the reboot and what did not stick with the reboot, or what did not work with the reboot. So, but until then, that will have to wait until tomorrow. And I gotta go. Because because I have to leave this house in 20 minutes. I gotta get ready. So, later.